Now just coming back up to the top of the property again. So I just walked you down and we followed the course through my property from this drain across the road and down to through our property, and then the washout down to our front garden, taking out our bark. But if you come back to the drain, on this side of the table drain, you'll see that there's silt built up here, which is, you know, it's a good a metre and a half, 2 metres from the bottom of that drain there. And you'll see across here, if you follow this table drain down, it's built up here to nearly 6 inches, 12 inches, where it starts to drop down. Now this is supposed to be a drain. It goes all the way down there about 100 metres, where it's got another drain going down under the road and into the rainforest down there. So this is my main gripe with council, because ultimately this silt here has built up through this trail. Now if you look at our other video, you'll see that the water coming off this trail was like a river. Okay, so we've got this is a BMX or off-road push biking track that bike riders use into the Noosa National Park, and it was like a river, and it came down here, and instead of being caught up in this gully, it actually came straight across, because you'll see down there that since the rains a week or two ago, the bike riders have still been using it, and they've pushed down the silt build-up to the level that it was before the rain. So there's obviously an inch or two there, but you'll see at the side of that where the bikes are pushed the surface down to a nice firm layer, there's 2 inches of build-up on either side, which is from the latest downpour. But this build-up, if you ask any of the bike riders who come across here, and a lot of the same bike riders come over here 2-3 times weekly for their exercise, everyone I've spoken to has said that as long as they can remember, this build-up, or this dirt bridge, as they call it, across this gully has been here. They can't remember having ever taken their bikes down a gully or having to lift their bike over. They ride across here, and they have done for as long as they can remember into the immediate future, into the immediate past. So obviously the council's obligation to keep this drain clean, the council told me it's been done a year ago, which isn't good enough obviously, because what happened is that the water came down like a river straight across here. It didn't go down the gully or down the drain where it was supposed to go. It didn't divert down this way into that drain. It effectively just now that drain I just showed you didn't handle the water, the excess water that's coming down anyway. It broke its banks up there because of all the dirt from the new road. It filled up my drain and pushed the water over into our garden. But this one here, it caused devastating effect. Have a look. I'll take you down and show you. The water was that powered. There was that much pressure behind it. It was coming across this road. You'll see it on the video. It was coming across this road like a river, and it hit our driveway. Now the council have claimed that this driveway wasn't built to council specifications. Well, you'll see here that there was a driveway. We've only owned the property for 3 years, and obviously the driveway was council approved when the council signed off on the property 10 years ago or 12 years ago. But a year and a half ago, council relayed Gindia Drive, this bitumen, and you'll see here that there's an inch of bitumen, or inch and a half, and our driveway is buried underneath it. Now I'm not saying that that's council's obligation, because that driveway is pretty rough, but I do remember when we bought our property 3 years ago that this driveway did have a semblance of a lip on the driveway, and obviously council have since laid their surface, which has wiped any semblance of a lip away. But that's beside the point, because the problem was that the water was coming straight across the road, and instead of going down our drains, it just carved its own path through our driveway, and we've got heavy blue rock there, and you'll see one gully there, one there. It basically just washed out all of our blue metal. The water was that powerful, and both of these paths joined up here. Now, any normal amount of water wouldn't have done this. It only did this because it was coming straight across from the national park like a river. Had it not been doing that, the water usually hits the blue metal up there and it doesn't move it because the blue metal's heavy. That's why we have the blue metal driveway. But this downpour, it just took us out. And you'll see here coming into our carport that the water then went this way. You'll see here some of the debris that we haven't cleaned up yet. But you see down here, that's coming under our house, right? So the water was just like a river, just pouring straight down under our house. Let me just take you down and show you.